Hey, hey, Shaki, how are you? Are you okay? What are you up to? Hey, April, how are you?
Hi, Alberto. Good morning.
Hi, how are you, April? Good morning. What are you up to?
Yeah, nothing much. Happy Sunday. Happy New Month.
Yeah, that's right. That's correct. What time is it where you are?
This is 10 a.m. in Nigeria.
Oh, nice. How's the day?
Today has just been sad, really. Not really in a good space, but we're trying.
Okay.
So what?
So, any plans for today? Any plans for today?
Not really. I don't have plans. I don't have.
Mm,
Yeah. What about you, though?
well, it's 6:11 a.m. here. I am watching a movie. I am writing a book. I am on Spaces. I am listening to music. I am. I don't know. I don't know how I'm doing so many things. Actually, I get nothing done in the best way. But yeah, I'm okay. I only plan to go see my mother. I have lunch with my mother at noon at 12, and that's it.
Okay, that's true. That's nice.
Yeah. What do you do there in Nigeria?
What?
What do you do in Nigeria? Do you study? Do you work?
No, not yet. I just finished school, so I'm trying to understand or get my feet in. Yeah. I just finished school though. I have nothing going on for me right now.
No plans for the future?
No, like I don't have plans for the future, but I just finished, so I'm still there's some stuff that I need to do before I can start looking for a job. Yeah, I need to go for camp, do my 1 year service for the government or the country, whatever, before I can now like.
Uh huh. And is there anything in particular that you like, that you feel passion for, that you would like to do?
Yeah, I do have things that I want to do. I'm trying to gather the capital to start it, but I'm learning stuff online, like baking. I'm trying to
That's good.
learn it very
Finance.
well.
That's very
Yeah,
good. That's something that everybody should learn about.
yeah, it's what I'm kind of now. So, what about you, though?
Sorry.
I said, what about you? What do you do?
Oh, I work I am in the field of cybersecurity. Yeah, that's what I am. I won't tell you that I am a hacker because that sounds might sound scary. So I'm in the field of cybersecurity. No, I don't have Twitter accounts. Don't worry.
Yeah, hello, can you hear me though?
So sorry, April.
Yeah, can you hear me now?
Oh, you have dogs.
No, I got a call, that's why. But continue, you were saying something.
Okay.
You said, what do you do? You said something about cybersecurity.
Yeah, cybersecurity. Yeah, that's right. I work in cybersecurity. I have been in this for all of my life. Yeah, I love it. Actually, I am writing the second edition of a book that I published 2 years ago, and I was working on that. Yep, that's something that I really love doing.
Okay, that's amazing. That's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like,
Have
how
you
is.
been?
Yeah,
Yeah, sorry.
I said that's amazing. Do you have a family or something? Like,
Yeah, actually, yeah, my family is very small right now. It's basically my mother and I. That yeah, it's very reduced. But yeah, that's it. I broke up with my ex-girlfriend. I was in a 8 years relationship with her, and we broke up a few years ago. I don't have brothers or sisters or children, so it's a very small family.
that, that's okay.
Yeah, that's the way it is. I can't complain.
Happy.
It's amazing how many people from Nigeria I meet here. I mean, I am also, I don't know if you heard about. I'm into the NFT communities, and I met three women that are from Nigeria that work in this fashion design in NFTs, and it's amazing. I mean, and people that are in other fields. I meet a lot of people from Nigeria here.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, I didn't know. Okay, I have to admit that I was very ignorant and I have no clue about many things. And I was the stupid guy who thought Nigeria scams. I was the typical generalization that is so naive and so lack of any logic. And yeah, I met so amazing people from Nigeria and from all over Africa. I mean, I met a person who became basically a person that I really appreciate and love a lot. That is from Ghana. But I also meet people from Ethiopia and many other countries in Africa.
That's lovely. I mean,
Yeah,
Twitter is kind of helping.
yeah. How long have you been using Twitter Spaces?
What do you say?
How long have you been using Twitter Spaces?
That would be. I started being on Spaces since February.
Uh huh.
Yeah, this I don't know. I just discovered it because normally I don't really use my Twitter that much since I opened it. I don't really use it. But then February this year, I just said let me give it a try, and I said to get a hang of it, and it was actually fun. Through Twitter, I've been able to like meet people. I've had good conversations with some people that I met online through Spaces. I started to engage with my mutuals more. Unlike before, I didn't even know that I didn't even know the whole mutual thing, how it used to work and stuff. So it's actually been amazing. Been
Absolutely.
amazing. So
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's amazing. Without this tool, I wouldn't been able to meet so many interesting people from all over the world. So yeah, it's pretty addictive, but I love it.
yeah, it is actually. And you said that you met like some Nigerians on the spaces and you're saying good things about them. It's quite nice and it's refreshing because sometimes when I'm in some spaces, some international space or clubhouse, once you just tell somebody Nigerian, they have something negative to say. Some will be
Uh,
like the first one scammers and all this whatever whatever. So I don't really engage myself with conversations with those sort of people.
I
But
understand. I understand because people unfortunately have a lot of preconceptions and they have an image, certain image regarding, I don't know. For me, it doesn't matter where you're from, the color of your skin, your religion. As long as you are being a respectful person, it's okay. We're all human beings, but not most of the people are not like that, and you have to be open to. I mean, we are all people. We should all. I mean, there's no difference between somebody who lives in the USA, Nigeria, Kenya, Ethiopia, Russia, Australia. We are all human beings, and we all deserve respect.
yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's cool though. People will always like. I feel other countries will always have like this deep idea about Nigerians. I mean, it's almost like when they say Nigeria, the hashtag comes after. Like the scammer stuff comes afterwards. But some people I met, I've spoken with though I haven't met them, but we have had conversations on Twitter Spaces on Clubhouse. They just say it's not about the hacking or the scamming, whatever. It's just, some of them are actually being scammed. So I do normally just tell them sorry about it, but you don't need to generalize the whole thing and think it's everybody you get. So some of them are kind of like open minded and they're always like ready to talk with people regardless of where you're from or where you tell them you're from or something where you're chatting or spacing from. So been amazing though.
Yeah, I understand you, and yeah, sometimes it happens to me, uh, because of my bio, my profile. Sometimes, I mean, I get kicked out of spaces seconds after entering there, without even speaking. They kick me. It's funny. I mean, I don't take it as personally. It's just that people are stupid, and that's not stupid. I mean, I understand that. If they kick me out of there, I actually appreciate it because if they have that close mind, I don't want to be there. So they do me a favor if that is wasting my time there. So yeah, but it's people that take it personally and actually get like, I mean. I have removed a lot of people from my spaces because they were really trolling, insulting other people. They were here just to looking for travel. They were just people that had to be removed, and then they tried to come back, and they send me direct messages asking me why they were removed. They insult me via DM. It's like, okay, not a big deal. I mean, you have to realize that this is not real life, and the things that happen here are not the end of the world. And yeah, in my case, when I get removed from a space, that's fine. You don't have to care about that. But yeah, I completely understand that. Uh, and that if you go to anywhere and you say you're from Nigeria, even in spaces or in real world, if you travel somewhere, they will take a look at you and they will have preconcepts, and that's really sad. because generalizing is very uh, something that nobody should do. And uh, yeah, but I understand you completely.
Yeah.
Do you have a big family?
But I'm here. I'm here. Oh, that's cool though. It's all good though. It's fine. I mean, this space thing is kind of supposed to be like where you just come and release, just like how am I say it now? You just relax, listen to one or two things, you laugh, and then you go. But you know, some people kind of take it too serious, and them having to curse each other on spaces. That's just very stupid to me, though. I mean, people really they get too far on how they tend to want to correct somebody in case the person says something they don't like or so. Can you hear me, though?
Yeah, but it's not saying something that you don't like. You might not like to see certain things, but you can disagree with people, or you cannot. The, I mean, that's not a reason for not liking a person. I mean, when that happens, the problem is the problem with the what that with a concept with something. It's not a problem with a person. It's a problem that what you believe in is not the same that the other people believe in, but that doesn't mean that you are right and the other person is wrong, or that the other person is right and you are wrong. Sometimes it's funny because somebody tries to get upset or mad at something that me or other people say, and if you pay close attention to the conversation, both are saying the same symbol in different ways. So they basically both agree. It's funny sometimes. And the
Yeah.
problem is it's not the person, it's actually the topic they're discussing. You have to try to separate what is the human being from what you are trying to support the argument that you have regarding certain topic.
Yeah, I agree, though. I agree with you.
Well,
Oh, it's all good, though.
you don't have to agree with me. You can argue, and we can discuss. But thank you.
It's not like that. It's not that. I'm just my head. I'm in a different zone right now. Like, I have now, so to really have discussions, it's not really.
I
You
know, I
know,
know. I mean, yeah, sometimes if you don't feel like this, all you have to do is get out of toxic environments. If you don't feel like getting involved in certain things, nobody is forcing you to do it. You just have to press the leave button, and I mean, you have to think about yourself and not trying to be pleasing other people. You are the most important thing that you should care about, and in a toxic place, just leave. You don't have to get engaged in things you don't want to. You're free, and that's wonderful.
well,
No,
okay.
sorry, I was not saying that regarding. I was joking when I said that we could argue. I'm not telling you that that you leave. I mean, I say that whenever I am in a place where they're talking about, for example, I don't talk about politics. I don't talk about religion in my spaces. I avoid those topics. And when I enter into spaces where they're discussing political issues, I honestly, I just leave because it's a topic that is uh, brings up, I mean, triggers a lot of emotions in people, and they're not rational when discussing. So why waste my time in those toxic environments? I just leave. Nobody's forcing me to be anywhere. The idea, if I am here, it is to have a nice moment, a nice conversation. It's not to be fighting or arguing with somebody else. Just have a nice conversation. I'm not here to to have any kind of uh, to feel bad. I mean, that's stupid.
Yeah, I get what you're saying though, but I'm not saying that I don't want to talk. It's just that I'm so in my feelings right now. Yeah, I'm too emotional right now. I have so many stuff going on that just merely talking for like a long time could just make me feel down. So yeah, that's just it. But it's cool though. It's all good. I
Yeah,
didn't go today, and yeah, I kind of felt weird not going to church. So
yeah,
that's how I
I completely understand you. Absolutely.
felt. Good. Talk to me. Just tell me something. What's been going on with you? Everything.
Okay, well, I'm listening right now to music. I was in a space for like 6 hours before that crashed, so I opened this space. This is the space. Then the space sites are above space 428 because this is the space 428 that I host. Uh, and well, I am the first hacker in Uruguay who was sent to prison for a crime I didn't commit. I was actually I was sent to prison in 2017, and in January of this year, I got the file was closed. I have no criminal records. The chapter is over, and instead about that, I'm writing in this book that I told you that I was doing right now about that story. So that's it, my goal in life.
Okay. Alright.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
okay. That's chill. Okay. Oh, we have people in space. Abba, how you doing? Uchenna, how you doing? Okay.
yeah. Yeah, sorry,
Hi.
I couldn't hear you. Sorry, can you repeat that?
No, I'm just greeting the people we have on the space
Oh,
too.
hello, Awa and Ukapan. If you're willing to speak, just approach the microphone, and that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, feel free
It's
to join the conversation. We're not the okay. Whenever I do that, I scare people. I don't know. Whenever I see people and I invite them to speak, they run away.
yeah, it happens.
I don't invite them to speak. I mean, I don't force. I don't send the microphone because I respect if somebody doesn't want to speak. It's completely fine. But when I say that, many people just disappear.
Yeah. I mean, I hosted a space 2 nights ago. The space was quite it was quite nice, right? I just it's something I've been wanting to do. A space where people will come and talk about a particular city in Nigeria here, Abuja. So I had like a number of people that tuned in, and it was quite amazing because we got to talk about a lot of things. Although at first, it's not the first time I was hosting the space. That should be like the third time I was hosting space. But this was the first space I was hosting in a long while. I think the last time I hosted a space should be like in February or March. So
Oh, that's
when
a
I
long.
finally, yeah, that's a long time. So when I now did that 2 nights ago, people tuned in, we got to talk, and it was lovely. Really, it's not a problem. It was quite nice. So yeah. But one thing I noticed was I was recording the space and people came in, but they were not receiving the mic. They were not requesting. They were not accepting. Someone now told me that probably is because I was recording the space because people don't enjoy being recorded. You
Well, you know
understand?
what?
And
Let me interrupt you. What you touch a topic that for me it's very interesting. I was granted. I was in October of last year. Twitter started offering the feature of recording for a few amount of users. It was not available for everybody, and I was granted to that possibility. It only worked with iPhone, not with Android, and I started recording the spaces. I was disappointed by the feature at that moment. It was much different than now. And when people started entering, a lot of them asked, Why are you recording? Well, actually, yes, I was recording, but the fact is that even though up there it says rec, all the spaces are being recorded by Twitter, and I can download the copies of all the audio files of all the spaces I have hosted, requested my data from Twitter. So these spaces are actually being monitored on real time by Twitter. They're monitored what is being told. There are triggers when we mention certain keywords. I just put that recording reminder just for people to be careful about what they talk about, but sometimes I take it as me that that is somebody who is recording that for, I don't know, to they feel like I'm violating their privacy when it's just something that I do in a good faith to warn people. Be careful what you say, because sometimes people come here and they forget about they're being recorded, whether they'll see or not that icon up there in rec. And I have to stop some people sometimes when they start talking about certain topic and they reach a point where I know that they're going to say something that they shouldn't say here, so I have to stop them. So I'm trying to do a favor, but many times they take it against me as I am somebody that is recording this to invade their privacy. So fuck.
Yeah, I understand where you're coming from based on you're coming from a good place and why you record the spaces, because I do tune into some of your spaces. It's just I don't stay long enough to talk or request for the mic. You understand? But I just feel the way the person told me on my space, he was like, for him personally, he doesn't feel comfortable being recorded. You understand? And he's not talking for anybody. And there are about in the space, at least like 60 people had tuned in already. And he was like, he's not talking for everybody, but he's just talking for himself. He doesn't know about other people, but he did enjoy being recorded. And now, space, yeah, space is, I believe space is supposed to be a place where people will be free and talk about whatever without being scared of something happening to them. You understand? But you know, people will always violate the things that are given to them. People will always have to be people. Can you hear me though? Hello?
Absolute. Yeah, yeah, hello. Absolutely, yeah, I agree with you.
People will always be people, human beings. That's just it in general. So it doesn't it doesn't really matter, because it matters, but they don't care. Do you get? So I believe if you really want to, well, if it's a method for you, it's fine. If it's how you choose to make your spaces be with respect, and if somebody wants to be disrespectful, you know, you just give them that heads up and stuff like that. But there are some spaces that even as somebody's recording, people don't care. They will still say whatever they want to say. Highest you do to them is just remove them from the space and they can't join back in. You get? So it's kind of like one kind, it's weird and all. I mean, there's this particular guy. I used to see him on Spaces. He's not based here, but I heard people say he's Nigerian. Some say he's not Nigerian. Some say maybe he's Ghanaian, but he grew up in US or something. So the guy is very, very vulgar. He's very insultive. He's always insulting African people. He's always saying a lot of horrible things about us. And he says it so unapologetically. He doesn't even care if you're Nigerian or if you're African, you're there. He will say whatever he wants to say and, you know, leave. You understand? So I know that sometimes that people will be on spaces, they report that space. I know I've reported his page one too many times. I've reported his spaces when he, because there's a day that, okay, I somebody invited me for this to the space. I think the host invited me to the space. I joined. He was a co-host, right? But the way he was just talking about women, he was insulting women. And he said something. I didn't really get what he said. I was like, what did you say? He now said, okay, he's gonna repeat it again, saying as I'm very slow. I was like, wow. So there was this other lady that was in the space with me too. She was like, why are you rude? Before I could even finish talking, because there's this other guy from South Africa that came, I started saying Nigerians are this, Nigerians are that. Nigerians will come to their country and take over their work, their employment, and everything. I'm like, I don't get. Does it make sense that you're complaining other country people come and take over your country? We're hardworking Nigerians. We know how to represent anywhere, anytime. You understand? It doesn't matter how people see us or whatever. We always represent. That's just one thing I love in my country. You understand? Yeah, there's some people that do fuck up, but it's very easy to detect in Nigeria because the way we do things are always different from the rest. Do you get? So the way the guy who just came and was just saying a lot of things, insulting Nigerians, then the co-host, which is the one that has been insulting women and some other things, he was just fueling the thing, clapping when the guy was insulting Nigerians. Then I faced them, and that was like the very first time I had an argument with somebody on space because I don't really have strength to be arguing with people. I just don't see the point. If you want to be stupid, you can be stupid, but the last thing I'm gonna do is like argue with you. So the before I could even finish setting this guy straight, he just removed me from the space. I was so pissed. It was like where someone just like put like some clothes in your mouth for you to shut up when you have a lot of words to say. He just removed me from the space. So as he removed me, I went to my mentions or my phone and I tweeted and I told him things and I ensured that his name was there. Then the fool went back to his own. It was like a back and forth thing, but afterwards we just let the whole thing die down. I didn't really bother because the girl too that was there with me was like, why would you be a co-host and you be acting like you're the host? You're removing people, you're telling someone should shut up, you're muting people. Like it was just too much. And people that I have met on the space or on different spaces, if they call the guy's name, everybody will know because he's always on spaces. He used to be Nigerian space, American space, and so many other spaces like that I've seen him in. And there's always something people will have to say about him. But to be honest, I haven't seen him in a while. I'm not following him, he's not following me, but we kind of have mutual. So there are some times that I will see his stuff pop up on my TL. I'll check it out, but I haven't seen in a while now. So I don't know. I feel maybe Twitter might have banned his account. I can't remember his handle, but I know Twitter might have banned his account by now because there was a particular day that he hosted a space and he was bashing Nigerians. Nigerians were in the space, so he was just bashing them. And if you come up and you ask for the mic, you want to talk, he won't even let you even land. He'll just remove you, take you to the listener section, or remove you completely from the space. That day, I won't lie, I think I reported that space like 50 times. I was just tapping, tapping, tapping. I kept reporting the space, reporting his account, reporting the space, reporting his account back to back. I did it then. After a while, I didn't talk. I didn't receive the mic. I didn't collect because he saw me. Anytime he sees me on any space, be it his space or anybody's space that he's in, and we both jam there, he always calls like, Kathy, how far? Ha, Kathy, receive the mic. Come up here, big tell. I don't even want to even talk to him because what he did that day still pisses me off, even if I will never, probably never see him. But I just didn't see the need. So I haven't seen him in a while, I'm sure, but I know he'll pop up one way or the other. People, even if Twitter like suspends your account or blocks it or something, people will still use another account to comment. So I know I'll still see him. Some of his followers are my followers, so I kind of like I will be notified or I will know. But it's just so I kind of get when you say you have to record the space, but sometimes even recording it doesn't really curtail what people will say or stop them from saying whatever trash they want to say. Some people don't really care. You understand? Not everybody that cares about consequences. So, but if you keep, well, if you're chill with the recording, it's fine. I mean, it's your way. It's how you tend to leave your space, and you want people to be respectful when they're on spaces. So I kind of understand. It's cool. The space that I did 2 days ago, 2 nights ago, I recorded it and I posted it for people to listen, whoever that wants to listen to the space. Because the space was on for like 9 9 p.m. to like I think 1 o'clock or so before the space crashed. So someone else now did another one of my co-hosts now created another space with that same hashtag and everybody went there and we continued to like around that kind of 4. So yeah. But it's all good though. Everyone and how they want to handle their space. But there's some people that they don't record space, but they still know how to tell people to like watch them out. How is it if someone wants to start acting mad, they just drop them to the listener section or they remove them. So
Yeah,
yeah, that's what.
absolutely. And you know what? Those people, there are people that are really sick and have problems because those people that, for example, are causing problems, travel in your space and you remove them, as you said, they don't have one profile. They have several profiles and they keep coming back for more. Something sick. I mean, they're not looking for any positive interaction in Twitter Spaces. There are people that okay, if you have been removed for a space, think about what you did, your attitude, and why you were removed. But they keep keep coming back for revenge, for trying to cause more trouble. That is very a sick and sick behavior. People have a lot of problems here. You can meet people that really have a lot of mental health issues.
Hello.
Hey, hello, how are you?
Oh, I thought it was my network. I wasn't hearing anyone again.
So sorry, my friend.
Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
okay.
Is it Uche?
How did
What's
you
up now?
how did you guys just meet yourselves? I was listening to you guys, then all of a sudden it went quiet. So I had to check.
No,
No,
And
no,
I found out that you
I had to mute my mic. I was doing something, so I had to mute it a
guys
bit.
okay. I was quite reluctant picking up the mic because it was recorded. I've actually not been on a recorded space before. I haven't spoken on one. And
oh,
I'm
okay.
quite new to spaces here.
No, that's pretty respectable. I mean, if
But
you
I
don't want
understand
to,
I understand what you said. I've actually listened to both of you. I understand what you guys are saying. It's no problem, Sha.
yeah, I mean, here spaces are public. Um, even if even if you are not recorded with the option of recording, you can record it with another cellular. What happens? People can listen to this conversation without being logged into Twitter, just with the browser and the link to the space. They can listen without being here. They can use any kind of software to record it. So it's not a. It's something that showing that it's recorded up there means nothing. I mean, if I wanted, I could record it from my computer directly without being logged in here, and nobody would ever notice. So I don't see a big deal. And privacy, this is somewhere that's a place that is public. And what, for example, when you tweet something, you know that that tweet is going to be seen by everybody if your profile is not private, and you whatever you write is you, and you want to say something to your followers or to the people out there, and you send that message and you don't complain, oh, my privacy. The same here. Whatever you say is public and it's because you want to say it. Nobody is forcing to say anything, and what you say, you are responsible of your words. So that's the only thing. I don't understand why people care so much about being recorded. And okay, yeah, I mean, just don't say anything that you wouldn't say in Twitter in a tweet. Be careful, like anywhere. I mean, you are not going to talk about certain topics here, as the same way you are not going to tweet about certain things. That's just common sense.
Yeah, I totally understand what you're talking about. I have no problems with that. So, okay.
Yeah.
Like I said, can you hear me though?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes. Yeah, I like I said, right? Nobody's going to like come at you, tell you why are you recording. It's up to you to join the space and pick up the mic or accept the mic. You understand? But just know that
is going to read your reason in it. That's you're coming from a place where you're saying record and stuff like that. Yeah, who I some people like so I been on space um said all things all in of trying to set the record straight or try to set someone straight. It's just stupid. It does not make sense. You get so I no, I'm not going to fault you on that. Me, I have no problem with my with being in a recorded space because I would never say something stupid. And even if I do say something, what would Twitter do to me? Highest will suspend my account, and that's it. I go and make another one. It's that simple. But I know myself. I will never come in the space and start moving mad and be telling people all sort of things that on a normal day I won't even say when I see them in person. So why say it on Twitter space? I just I don't know why people. But it's how it is. But it's just that there are always going to be people that will just not see things from your perspective. That's just what I want you to understand. Like Uche said now that he was quite reluctant to even pick up the mic or request for the mic because the space was being recorded. Even me too, when I started at my space two nights ago, I just wanted everything to be okay. I was just clicking, and I created the space. And I clicked on record space. Not like I'm even using to do anything. I clicked on record, and out of like, let me say 50 or 40 people that had already tuned in, only one person was talking to me. The rest were just not, they received the mic, they requested for the mic, but they were not really conversing. Just one person that was like talking with me back to back. I was practically pleading, please, you guys should receive the mic, and if you do, collect and talk. You get so some of them were like, no, it's not like that. That's when that person now picked up the mic. I think he came in now and left. Something local Yoruba boy. He came in and left. He was the one who told me that he has a problem with him being recorded. Probably that's why he came in, saw he's recorded, and then he left. You understand? Because he doesn't like recorded spaces. So I had to apologize to everybody there, and I told them that, yo guys, I'm recording the space. It's not from a bad place. I'm not doing anything with it. I just felt like trying it today, but I won't record space again. But that doesn't mean people should, forget where they're coming from and lose guard and start talking to people anyhow. Let's just be respectful in the space. So that was what happened. So everyone was okay. The space, the space was quite lovely, and I don't
Yeah,
know.
yes,
But
and sometimes also within my group of people that I hang around, sometimes one of them have a few drinks and they behave in a way that it's really disturbing the space. And okay, you have to consider also that that person, you know, that person for a long time, I mean months. Uh, and it's hard to handle those particular situation. If it's somebody you don't know, it's just click on block, remove and block, and that's it. But when it's somebody that you know, it's complicated to deal with those situations, mostly with people that has problems with alcohol. Ah, that's something that I really dislike dealing with.
mm,
At the end of the day, it's actually up to the person that is hosting the space to make his decision. You actually can't tell you what to do, Sha. So, what programming languages are you versed in? Hacker, sorry, what's your name? Alberto Daniel Hill. Okay.
yeah. Are you? Are you?
Yeah, you know what? Um, I am captured screenshots from another cell because what happened is something is a bug in Twitter that I'm very surprised. I have the account that is hacker1337 club, and I was opening that account in one browser window, and in another browser window I was logged in with my original account Alberto Daniel Hill, and I modify a profile picture in the hacker 1367 club, and then my bio, my profile picture were modified in my original profile without being logged in there. and I'm capturing the screen to send to Twitter support because I don't know. This shouldn't have happened. I mean, when you are log out of a session, you log out there. The cookies are being destroyed, and there should be no link between any tab or that is open. But I don't know what happened. This is crazy. If you click on my image right now and go to my profile, you will see that. Oops, hold on. Oh, oh no, you will see refresh that I put again my name and the same information I had in my name in my profile, but the my bio is the bio of the other account. It's crazy.
Sorry, Alberto, I have a question for you.
Yeah. Well,
I previously had some interest in the dark web. So I think you just shared something with another account, dark web today. So I
uh-huh.
was going to ask you what it's like there. I've never been to the dark web, but I heard it's pretty dark, and I really
Okay,
have no idea how to get there.
that's
Yeah.
amazing. That's amazing because yesterday we spoke like for 2 days ago. We spoke for about 3 hours about the dark web with another person, sharing experiences, talking about many things. Uh, as you should have been there. Okay, first of all,
Was it recorded?
many people ask me, uh, afraid, and they ask me, is it legal to go to the dark web? Yes, it's completely legal. I mean, it's not a crime to access to the dark web. It's something that you shouldn't worry about. You are not going to enter into the dark web. Doesn't mean that you are a criminal, that you are committing any crime. It's completely fine. There's no problem. That's something that is interesting. That many people think that it is illegal to enter into the dark web. If you enter into the dark web, well, you have access to different places that are normally called markets where you can get anything that you want. I mean, you can get
Yeah.
anything.
Like why why
There.
why I picked interest in the dark web was I was thinking of purchasing currencies through the dark web. Because I know that they are much more cheaper there. I don't know if I'm
Well,
correct.
yeah, well, you have to be. I mean, you can buy drugs, guns, fake IDs. You can buy Netflix access forever for free for $3. You can buy memberships. You can buy fake vaccination certificates. You can buy anything that money can buy.
Yeah.
Counterfeit money. Uh, Access to account of PayPal with username and passwords. And normally, it was funny because talking with other guy, we will say that those criminals are actually very honest with the business, and we never have trouble buying in the dark web. I mean, I have bought things in the dark web for example, software to research malware. As a cybersecurity guy, I want to understand the new software that is out there, malicious software, and I have bought it directly from the dark web, and nobody ever scammed me there. Nobody ever stole my money. They always gave me what I bought. So they're pretty honest, those criminals, I have to say. And most of the markets are like eBay. They have a system where you buy something from somebody. Let's say, I don't know, you want to get some drugs in your house. You buy them, and the person that sells that to you do not get what you pay for it until you get the product, and you say that it was what you wanted. Otherwise, the person do not get paid. And after that, you can give a qualification to the person in the transaction between, I don't know, 1 star and 5 stars, and you can leave your comments, and that helps other people. So if you go to a place where a seller has, I don't know, 1,000 5 stars and all good reviews, that is a good guarantee that the person is not going to scam you and is a place that is
Yeah. So
serious.
that's like escrow services, yeah.
Yeah, basically it's using an escrow service that they
So
don't get paid
yeah,
unless they
I was
deliver
gonna
what they
ask. I
promise.
was gonna ask. Do you have tutorials? Stuff I can use.
Uh, no, but if you send me a DM, I can send you some videos on YouTube, not kind of ebooks. Oh, hold on. I have some PDFs talking about that. I can send you some YouTube videos. Yeah, that's not a problem. Just send me a DM so I don't forget.
Okay, thank you. That'll be fine. April,
No,
have fun now. You
sorry.
there?
I
Yeah,
just did,
I,
but I just enjoy don't tire.
Okay. Sorry, which state you from, Abeg? No vex.
Yeah, probably go.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, probably go.
Okay, I won't ask much again. No, say na recorded space, so well, maybe I could just like enter your DM if you're okay with that.
Okay, no it's fine.
All right. And I prefer the here. Oh, I swear, I just prefer. I started using spaces like 3 4 days ago, and because I work remotely and then I'm mostly in front of my PC most times, so I'm mostly inside, and then I discovered these spaces, and it's actually been amazing because it helps from time to time.
It's all good.
yeah, I love the experience in spaces of work. I will be right back, guys. I will go make myself some coffee. I'll be back in 2 3 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, no problem.
Okay,
So make we carry on.
I'm looking for those
Hold on. Would you mind if I put you as a co-host, April, in case somebody comes?
I
I
didn't hear
said
you.
Alberto.
Well, my network is kind of bad. Though.
I hope
It's
you can
pretty
hear me.
much bad. Yeah, I can hear you. It's just my network is kind of messed up. Now weekend be this, so I get us
Yeah,
the B weekends.
normal, normal. So where you stayed? Oh, you say it's recorded space. No one talk plenty.
Nah, Ojo na tukwa more, and this guy Okwahaka. Nah,
No, now, but he's okay, Sha. I mean, I've been on some of his spaces, so he doesn't. He's just there. No, he's just there.
I'm
He
a
don't
man
get.
understand. You never know where these things could go to.
Yes,
Yet,
that's true. I mean,
and
my
20 years from now, I'll be hearing your voice somewhere else. You say, what do you say?
yeah, I said the space that I hosted 2 nights ago. The way people were talking about it, the guy he really explained it that people don't really like being recorded. Because on Clubhouse, they will say don't record on Clubhouse. You can't. I don't think you can even record or even do audio recording or screen recording. You understand? You can't do it on
No,
Clubhouse.
the idea of the recorded spaces is if they're having a like this David's space that he held like 2 days back or yesterday, so that people can come back and listen if they didn't have the chance to. So it has to like be on a topic that is very relevant, and then it's almost like a conference that people
Yeah.
can still attend later.
And yes, that one makes sense if people are using that kind of stuff as reason for recording spaces. But you just see a regular space too. Someone will just start recording. You now be wondering what's up. Some people
But
will
you
be
know that
very
at the end, at the end of the day, we actually don't have a say because it's the person's space. So if you're not comfortable, you just have to leave.
yes, yes. Yeah, that's true
So
though.
what do you do now?
Me, I just finished school, so you know,
What school
I'm
was
and what's going on now, what to do next, what not to do, stuff
that?
like
I
that.
understand that it's it's a very very I don't know. I don't want to be there anymore. I don't want to be there again. What school was that?
Maritime, Nigerian maritime. That it wasn't worry. I wasn't worry.
Are you serious?
So
How was it there? I knew that there was maritime in Oron, that's Akwa Ibom. But I always thought that you guys, after going to
yeah,
maritime, that you automatically you sell or something like that.
no, no, no. That's not the case. The thing is, my own school is just it's different. You get it's on an island surrounded by water. Like if you're looking at it from um up or something, it's
Okay.
just water everywhere.
Is it a federal school or a private?
It's federal, it's just that it's not under ASU.
Guy. So what course was that?
I studied marine transport and logistics.
Guy, that's a big course. So
Yeah, that's what I did. And glad I'm done, sure. But I'll soon go back for my clearance.
okay, so the maritime university now, you guys only take maritime related courses.
Yes, they are my related course. Starting from the engineering aspect, there's civil engineering, marine engineering, electrical, pet and gas, all those go. Have nautical science. Nautical science has to do with ship, all these captains and everything, all the whole thing concerning the vessel, everything. The
Don't say
mine
I
is
don't do
all
like
about
this. So
mine is about transportation of goods, services across water. So many stuff. It's quite vast though.
you know say I
So
don't blow like. Can we be friends first of all?
we're already talking now. We
Yeah,
could
no,
be friends.
officially. Or maybe I'll try and set something. I'll make it official. But then, like, I've actually had previously or not now. I've always liked the idea of shipping. Like, there is so much in Nigeria now. That's a space that hasn't actually been tapped into, and the few people that are there are making so much crazy money. But then it needs a lot of capital for you to start and run a successful venture there.
Yes. Everything needs money. Everything.
That's
Everything
cool.
needs money now.
No, when I came in, I heard you talking about baking, but I know that Nigeria always happens, sure. But then we'll all be fine last, sure.
So that this country now is not what you study that always bring food to the
It's
table.
so
You just have to
painful.
be real.
I tell you, I actually studied architecture. And I finished from UNM. So
Okay.
it's not like architecture is still lucrative now, but I'm yet to get to that stage where I'll be like um, really controlling projects or stuff like that. So I just had to slide into programming and web development for the time being. Maybe if I raised some kind of capital, I'll just venture into real estate.
Yeah, I heard that real estate thing was to
It's yeah,
as in people
so you can hear me.
people are making. Yeah, I can hear
Okay,
you. Yeah, I'm saying that I have
so
some
I'll be
friends
back in
that
2 minutes. Okay,
okay, okay.
you can keep talking. Yeah.
Okay, I said that I have some friends, a couple of friends that said they're actually into the real estate thing, and they said it really pays, that there's money there and so many stuff like that. I'm like, wow, okay. So just tired, really. I'm just tired of this country, to be very honest. And yeah, I've tired me. Yeah, the stuff that I want to do. I'm trying to start this baking stuff, but I'm still learning it. I'm going through YouTubes and stuff like that, learning stuff almost every day, writing down recipes, steps and everything. But last, it's still money someone will need to use and like start all those stuffs again. So I'm kind of everywhere. That's what I'm up to now. So
I understand your mom. The food I was cooking was burning. No, hey, oh my god,
me now, food cannot be burning at this point in time. Everything
Omo,
is expensive.
I'm so pissed. I was just boiling meat. I was trying to cook pepper soup, so it's kind of, I don't know, it's not so bad, sha. I'll be fine.
Okay.
I
So
am
then,
back, guys.
okay,
Go ahead speaking. Go ahead speaking. I'm doing something. I'm drinking my coffee, so I'll speak freely.
Okay. So
Okay.
yeah, that's no, I'm big. I'm just tired of this food. So, come boy, hi sugar. It's almost like someone's not doing anything, but you're actually trying. But Nigeria will be Nigeria. Nigeria is just doing its own job on you. Why you
That's very true. Like a lot of people are making efforts, but it's just sad that there is actually
not
not
seeing
very meaningful stuff that is coming out from it. And most times it's because people are actually deviating from what they actually love doing, and then they're trying other new things. And it actually takes, it's going to actually work out later, but actually takes a bit of time. And in this our generation where there's really not much patience like that, because you're trying hard and then you just log on social media and see someone that is probably younger than you that is doing that same thing that you're doing, and the guy is making racks of it. It's just, I don't know. Nigeria is just messed up, bro. I'll just vex and leave this country one day. I'm telling you. I think my last hope is just Peter Obio. If he doesn't win, I'll just pack my car and leave a big.
office uh on WhatsApp. He posted in a picture on his. I just I now posted. I now updated my stats and put this guy Peter Obi. This stuff of people hailing and saying vote Obi, vote Obi. He now came to my DM and was like, I beg, he's not going to win, blah blah blah. I said, which kind of talk? And I said, it's Atiku that will win. I said, why are you talking like that? He now said that what did the Momo even say? He said that if he wins, appointment everywhere, money will be everywhere. That last election, his what's the name? Atiku gave his dad 100 million. I'm not like this is what's killing our people in this country because everybody's just looking out for themselves. Do you understand? You're just a talking own. He said
It
everybody
actually
just
feels so crazy at this point that anyone will come out and say, I'm supporting this guy because I feel that he's going to give some my family member a position or something. Like this is 2023, it's not 2012 or 2015. Like things are on the brink right now, and it's very annoying. Like I legit cut people off right now. If you're not supporting P2B, I'm cutting you off for my life. Like legit, I don't care who you are. It's I don't know, man.
don't blame. I don't when they're looking out for themselves because last if you don't look out for yourself, nobody will. It's only few that someone even cares to want to look out for them. Yeah. If he's trying to make sure that his family, he and his friends, or whoever, come. Yes, in the next 8 years, if P2B does not win this thing, you have 8 good years of suffering. Do you get 8 years to suffer if P2B does not win this presidential or whatever? And it doesn't make sense because you check your age now. Whoever that is still the Nigerians now, they should check how old they'll be by the time the 8 year tenure is over. Do you know the suffering? You should have got at some point now. Some of them would have gotten married. Your children now, whoever you're having or married to, will be suffering. So
It's
I don't
crazy.
know.
Oh.
It's just people are just selfish, and it's really sad. It breaks my heart when people are just like choosing to ignore. Like, anytime I post because I don't so political stuff. It's all personal. So I tend to put myself in that why I have to explain to somebody why I'm supposed to do this. I don't really do that, but anytime I post it to social, he will now come beg, sit down. My dad is not going to win. I always listen. And every day you say
The guy must be a fool, sha.
it's always
No, I was on a space. I was on a space like last week, and we were discussing summer vacation plans. And these were actually Nigerians, but most of them are based in Europe, that's Germany, UK, and probably US. And these guys are talking about like, okay, I'm going to Portugal next week for this Afro Nation, and then from there I'll go to Greece. From Greece, I was like, wait, oh, this is what people in Nigeria are actually missing out, because these guys, they are our age mates, and then they have the liberty of really exploring the world because they have good paying jobs that can at least facilitate those travels. And then you come and look at Nigeria, like what we're actually going through. What are you talking about here? We're talking about headsmen. If it's not headsmen, we're talking about bandits. If it's not bandits, we're arguing some other stupid, like just 8 years that's vanished like that. You didn't do anything. You didn't travel. You didn't invest. You didn't learn things. Like it's crazy. I understand that people have their choices, but then you have Peter Obi, you have Atiku, you have Tinubu. Even a madman will know that I'm not supposed to pick Atiku or Tinubu and go for Peter Obi. It's, I don't know. If he does, I know that there are chances that he may not win. I don't want to talk about that, but me, I'll vote for him. I'll waste my votes. If it doesn't work out, I can't imagine what the next 8 years will be after next year. Because me, I'm actually surprised because I felt that Buhari touched everybody. Like everybody felt it.
Yeah,
And even
even the
now we're feeling it because there's no
that
light. You're
they
not
all felt.
really, students are at home for you're like their fuel queues. So like at least you're suffering. So I expected that you should at least have some type of sense or something right now. But then they're still going all out for Tinubu. I'm like, guy, how? Why? I had a friend that was a core Buhari supporter. I wouldn't blame him because the guy is actually from the north and then he's Muslim too. So I feel most times they just follow their ideology of this guy is my brother, he's a Christian, he's a Muslim, let me vote for him. It's just crazy. But at least I'm expecting the church, at least. Now we have one Christian in the race. I'm expecting the church to have one vote. If the church has one vote, I promise you, Peter Obi is going to win.
Yeah,
Because the
so
Catholic Church, first of all, is the most popular, is the most powerful organization in this country right now.
yeah,
Yeah,
And
sorry to
then,
interrupt you guys. This is Samantha, a friend from UK. Samantha, I have to tell you something. I was look at my profile. Look what happened. Are you there, Samantha? Oh, she's disconnected. I'm sorry for the interruption. Go ahead. I have to tell Samantha about this, the problem with my profile. But keep on talking. I'm sorry for interruption.
I, yeah, Uche, I kind of understand what you're saying. No, you don't need to even explain it because now me and you did this country, so we dey see am as it be. You understand? And I don't know, Nigeria is just something else. But can you guys hear me though?
Sorry,
yeah,
I
yeah, I can hear you, I can hear
accidentally.
you.
Oh,
Hi Sam, how you
hi,
doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are
Eh,
you?
Samantha,
Hey,
look at my
What?
profile,
I'm
Samantha.
going to your profile. I'm going. Hang on. What happened?
Well, actually, I recovered most of it, but look at my bio.
Badikwa
The
weirdo,
first
Biko, all the
NFT
come
token
gap.
to be part of VIP hackers community.
Yeah, bio says first, hacker sent to prison in Europe, blah, 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 my
Oh, that's
books, blah, blah,
gone.
blah.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you know what happened? I have this account that is at
Yeah,
hacker1337
yeah, yeah,
cloud.
yeah. I know. That's the
Okay,
new one.
okay, I was in this account. I logged into the other in another browser, in the Chrome, in another
Yeah.
window, and then I modified the certain things in the bio of that account, and then I log off, and my account, this account, had the profile picture of the other and the bio of the other account.
Oh.
That's gross. That's crazy.
It's not really that
No,
crazy, is it? Let's be honest.
yeah, well, it's part of what's going on, but fuck, this is all screw up. I mean, it's about to explode.
Oh, it's out of control. It really
Yeah,
is.
yeah. So, sorry to interrupt you, but I had to share with Samantha because Twitter is having a lot of issues of security problems and bugs, and this is very, I don't, this is very serious, and most of the people don't realize that, especially in Twitter, I think. So
Don't
Samantha,
forget to post some screenshots in
I,
Unhack
I,
Me.
yeah, yeah, I took some screenshots. I will do it,
Yeah, so
but
make a post and put it in Unhack Me,
yeah,
because
okay,
that's that's where we're gathering all the Twitter
okay, perfect. I
stuff,
will do it.
because it'll be a
Yeah,
um
and you guys, if you have any problem with Twitter or anything, Samantha, if you can put on the nest a link to your community. Samantha is running a community to
where.
share with everybody this kind of stuff. Samantha, if you can put a link there, you can join, and it's a way of sharing the problems that Twitter have, so everybody's
Well, I
aware.
haven't really made it into a community. It is a community on Twitter, but it's not really like a. It's just a place that I just want to gather information that's relative to Twitter and its security and the problems that users are having.
Yeah. So sorry, I had to tell Samantha that, and drinking my coffee, Samantha. Yeah, this I met.
You
I
sound a
didn't
lot
know.
more awake than you did half an hour ago.
It's at this situation. I was like, "What's going on?" No, Alberto, this is a problem with the cache or something like that. I tried from
No, it's
myself.
not.
The same. I mean, no, this makes no sense. This is crazy. I mean,
I'll tell you what
uh,
it is. I can see what it is, because yesterday, did you see any of my Twitter stuff yesterday? If you go to the community, I did put it
I will
in.
take a look at you. Obviously, there are a screenshot there.
Of course, there are screenshots there. I mean, I am the screenshot. Well, I'm not so much a screenshot queen, actually. I haven't got any room on my device. So. But so even though I hadn't logged into Twitter for 3 days, I discovered I was logged into a blank account in my name with my handle. So it's like it's like a shadow. I think
Wow.
it's there has been there has been there was some kind of exploit out
Yeah,
recently
this,
called
yeah,
Ghost.
yes, absolutely. Somebody is playing with Twitter a lot, not only the spaces, and fuck, this is scary. I mean, I will not only post on your community, but I will post on my, I will tweet this because this is crazy.
It is. It's just it's getting beyond. I mean, I think the problem is, though, Alberto, that it focuses on very specific groups. I think it's focusing. They're focusing on quite highly on security people. Um, they're trying. It's a yet another one of those divides in that I would consider misinformation, but it's not misinformation, because if you think about, I don't know whether you saw what I posted. I don't think you did, actually, but I reposted that Jay Railton, the Citizen Lab guy, and his fucking Word document about people, the uptick that I think Matt Blaze had posted it again, another very renowned cyber person who was dismissing people who were claiming to have had their devices hacked based on the rationality that they must be fucking crazy because they can't articulate themselves, and the Citizen Lad guy posted a document with a list of um list of
Yes, I remember that
things that
document.
people might say.
Yes.
Yeah, that was really, I think it was really, really fucking out of order, especially considering what he does, who he works with. But that's what's going on. You've got a split community within cyber, and I mean, we know that anyway. You've only got to think about the firmware space, and I mean, you and I both know the volume of people we have seen through spaces that are having device issues that they can't remediate, not because they're stupid, but they can't articulate that in a way that makes sense to anyone. And that's the problem. It's not, and these fucking cybersecurity people that sew up their fucking asses can't see the wood for the trees. And of course, they are the ones that are going to end up looking like twats because they will be wrong. I forgot my point now. Sorry, I was too busy
No,
ranting.
no. You basically were explaining that nobody actually, those who should care about this, uh, don't actually don't take into seriously what people like you or me are well,
Well, I think
especially
it's
you are
no, I
pointed
think
out.
it's trying to create a divide within cyber as well.
Yeah,
That's my point.
yes,
My point
unfortunately,
being, sorry,
yes,
that
yeah,
sorry, I've remembered my point now, is the fact that because they're targeting large groups within or subgroups of bigger groups, that in it's only obviously something that the subgroup that is affected can see or is aware of. So because it's the group, the other group are not having the same experience, they can't see it in the same way. Do you understand what I mean?
yes, absolutely clear,
And
very
I think
clear.
that's the core problem here,
It's
because
a
there are
big
some
problem.
very, very talented. I mean, you know what I'm like. I mean, I talk to lots of people in the back channel, and there's quite a lot of people that I chat with that are highly regarded in tech, have a lot of they might not follow me, or they might not publicly show that they're communicating with me, but they're people that are having these problems as well, because they don't want to be on record as having these problems because it somehow damages their credentials, maybe, I don't know, or their
No, because
I don't know.
because this is so big, so serious that they don't want to engage into something that they cannot actually give a clear explanation. So instead of being in the risk of being questioned or being the target of attacks because of that lack of having answer to the questions, they prefer not to say anything just for that because
But they
they
do talk, but they are talking. Well, I don't know who. I mean, one I can think of one very specific case of somebody that I know I've mentioned to you before that didn't want to have any association with Jonathan because of what happened to him. Because I suppose he is the prime example, isn't he, of what can happen.
yeah, I will mute myself for a couple of minutes because I will tweet a part of this. So bear with me.
Okay. Oh dear. I'm bearing with you. Sorry, sorry, we've just completely railroaded your conversation now, April. I apologise for that.
Yes, please don't make me feel guilty. Keep on talking.
Well,
Otherwise,
no, they've
no,
gone now.
I'm talking
Well,
to
they're not
April,
talking now.
and
It's too late, really, isn't it?
now
So
I'm
it's
talking to
fine.
both friends because keep on your conversation. Otherwise, I will feel very bad and guilty.
Oh well, you're going to have to feel guilty, Alberto. If they're not there, they can't talk, or if they're doing something else, it's fine. I'm sure.
Oh, it's fine. What's here? April, are you here?
Oh, you're here. Hello.
Hi, Samantha.
Hi. How are you?
Are you a government spy?
I'm sorry.
Are
Am
you
I
a
a government
government spy?
spy? Yes, I'm
Yeah.
a government spy. I like to advertise that fact.
Wow.
Oh,
That's that's
yes, it's just because there are a group of individuals that seem to think that's what I am, and I'm just mocking them, basically.
oh, that means you're not a government spy.
Well, I don't think government spies generally advertise the fact that they're government spies, but I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know
true.
because I don't have
Yeah.
any experience in being a government spy, so I don't actually know anything about their operations.
Okay, yeah, I figured that out. So you a hacker, right?
I'm sorry, am I a hacker?
Yeah.
No, I'm not a hacker, but I am heavily involved in cyber. But no, I'm not a hacker.
Okay. So I'm from Nigeria. I'm Uchenna, and I'm a web developer, front end basically.
Sorry,
Well,
say
I'm
that last
actually
bit
getting
again.
to full stack. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I just didn't quite catch that last thing you said.
Oh, I said I'm Uchenna. I'm from Nigeria,
Yeah.
and I'm a web developer, mostly front end. But I'm actually getting to be a full stack developer in a few months, and that's just
Is there
about me,
not a
Sha.
ban of? Is there not a ban on Twitter in Nigeria currently?
No, the ban has been
Not that I'm
lifted. It
not
was
that I'm
lifted on.
condemning. I'm not judging you. Sorry, and you may well be using
No, no,
various
no, 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 no.
tools to
Yeah,
access.
they actually banned Twitter here, but that was about maybe that was last year. But it
Oh,
was
okay.
recently the ban was lifted recently, so we actually use Twitter right now.
Oh, okay, that's good. Well, I'm not so sure how
Yeah.
good that is, but I don't
Have you
know.
been to Nigeria before?
I have been to Nigeria actually. I lived there for 9
Wow.
months
Are you
when I was a
serious?
child.
Where in Nigeria did you stay? Oh, when you were a child.
Lagos.
Wow, that's lovely. Wow.
It's not normally the
I grew up
response you get, is it?
no, no, no. I grew up with Indians and Lebanese and Chinese because I lived in Lagos too. So we had quite a lot of foreigners here, white people,
Right.
mostly Germans, Indians, Chinese, and Lebanese. So it's
I
actually
see.
not so awkward.
Well, I mean, I'm
Yeah.
going back several decades now because I'm like in my 40s. So, and I was
Were you born in
probably about
Nigeria?
8. Sorry.
Were you born here?
No, I wasn't born there. I just lived there for about nine months because,
Okay.
well, because my mother was her partner was he was a film producer or something like that. I don't really remember now. He's dead now, but and we were there for a period of time. I lived in various places as a result of what he did for a living as a child, but I was literally a child, and my only memory really from there was being in a swimming pool and there was a crab in the swimming pool and buying a very specific doll set from a big supermarket. There you go. That's about all I remember, so sorry about that.
That's completely fine. So you will be visiting back anytime soon?
I haven't even got a passport at the moment. I haven't left the UK in over a decade, sadly.
Okay. That's
But I
pretty
hope to
cool.
change that soon.
Yeah, you need to. You need to
Well,
actually
it would
visit
be nice,
Africa. Do
yes.
you listen to African
Unfortunate,
music?
unfortunately, life doesn't always play out the way you want it, does it? And but my kids are older now, so they're 15 and
Okay, but
18. So
do you listen to
I shall have my
African
life back
musicians
soon.
like you know Burna Boy?
I'm sorry.
Okay, I was like, do you listen to Nigerian music
I
or
can't say
Nigerian
that I
artists?
do. No,
Oh,
not
okay,
really.
told me when you're talking. So yeah, well, that's cool. Nice to
I'm
meet
quite
you.
boring, actually. I don't participate in many social pastimes.
Yeah, I totally understand. Well, it's nice
Unfortunately,
to
I
meet
think it's
you.
one of those.
Yeah,
Cyber is
really
quite
nice to
quite
meet you.
quite full on sometimes. Oh, the other lady's gone.
Yeah, she's gone.
What were you
Well,
talking
that's
about?
cool. No, we're just talking about Nigeria because we are in an election. We're about to enter an election very soon, in a few
Oh,
months.
really?
So, yeah, so it's getting pretty tensed, and
Is that
we
because
actually,
is there generally, is it normally shrouded in corruption and things like that?
yeah, that's how it is all over Africa. You
Yes.
know,
I'm sorry, I don't know much about your political landscape currently.
Yeah, it's completely fine. Completely fine.
I mean, who needs to
So
worry about other countries when you've got a knob end like Boris in charge? Sorry.
how is it over in the UK though?
Pardon?
How is it in the UK?
Oh, it's joyous. Well,
Okay.
it's just crap, really, you know. But it's not in comparison to other places in the world. I'm sure it's nowhere near as challenging. But you
Okay.
know, I always feel bad saying stuff like that because I know that there's people in the world that have a much more difficult things to face every
Yeah.
day, you know, like yourself with your political campaign. I suspect there's far more corruption in your political system. Well, I say that, I don't know these days actually, but you know, I don't want to appear ungrateful because I know that we have more freedoms perhaps generally. Do you know what I mean? I'm just
Yeah,
mindful
I understand.
of that of and other people's issues with their countries and things.
I totally understand. Well, we'll all be
Yes.
fine. We're all trying to
Well,
make the world a better
yes, I
place.
know. I know. It's all part and parcel, isn't it? But I mean, the world is just not in a good place right now, is it? So, unfortunately, I think it doesn't
Yeah,
matter where you come from, there's civil unrest.
yeah, literally everywhere.
Yes. And that's what I was saying about when I was talking to Alberto about the divides and the disinformation. I mean, that's probably one of the biggest battles going on right now is the disinformation stuff but that is such a broad term and it can encompass so
So
many
can we
things.
can we can we actually call it fake news?
Fake news, yes. Yes, well it's not
Okay.
it's bigger than fake. It's not just fake news. It's disinformation is the reason I call it disinformation as opposed to fake news is because fake news, I think people just associate with things they see in the press, but the disinformation is broader because it's coming down different pipes other than just the news. You know, just people deliberately. I don't know how. Like, there's groups of people that you know are creating not necessarily fake news, but spreading disinformation as well
Okay.
in a verbal sense and in places like spaces and things like that and just I don't know, it's just broader than that. And like I say with the when I was explaining about the Twitter thing, if you were listening, and the divides between different groups of people in the same country or in the same industries, or that's where the disinformation is pouring in as well, because you've got threat actors deliberately creating almost illusionary circumstances to cause more infighting, if that makes sense.
I think it's a weapon in politics now. I think
Well,
the
cyber has
misinformation is the weapon.
definitely become political, I
So,
think.
but is there a way to tackle this misinformation?
Well, I mean, apparently that's, on the top of the agenda from certainly many Western governments, but I don't know. It's probably one of the most challenging things that we've ever seen to tackle because a lot of it's invisible
Okay.
because you're fighting,
Okay.
with cyber, you're often fighting the unknown, if that makes sense. Sorry, I'm talking in
Yeah.
rhymes. I
So
don't
I
know.
was going to
I
ask
don't know
you.
if you have
I was going to ask you,
any
Samantha. I was
knowledge
going
of.
to ask you. Do you
Pardon?
code?
Do I code? No.
Okay. Okay.
Do you?
Yeah, I do actually. I started learning. Okay, originally I'm an architect, but I picked up some interest in programming. So I learned Python. And then, when you start learning things like this, you're never satisfied. You always want to learn more. So I
Yes.
think after Python, I started learning JavaScript, and it's actually been very fun. I have no idea what to use the skills to do because I'm still in a place of confusion. But then, just the joy of learning something new and trying to like increase my knowledge capacity just makes everything interesting.
Yes. Well, that's the best that you can do, really, isn't it? It's a great skill to have. That's for sure. I don't. It doesn't matter whether you're in cyber or not these days. If you can code, or if you've got a spark of interest in learning code, then that's a good thing, because I think we're going to get to the point where it's going to be a third basic skill, really. And there's going to be a massive need for it, because people are going to need to understand it to be able to protect themselves.
Yeah, that's true. So I was going to ask another question, but away from hacking and programming this time. What about real estate in UK?
Real
Um,
estate.
yeah.
Yes.
Um, do you guys have these problems with home shortages?
Yes. Ironically, we
Okay.
do. We still have an incredible
Okay.
amount of homeless people.
Okay. So I was also going to ask you, how are you guys trying to solve the problem in the UK? Here in Africa, we have so much land. There's so much land, like, so if we're trying to tackle the problem of home shortages, we just go and build afresh. But I don't know if that's the same case for the UK. I don't know if in the UK there's
No,
still space for building new homes.
we have a shortage of space. I mean, we're quite a small island essentially, but and you have to go through the proper channels of you have to apply for permission from the council of your local area, and depending on what type of land it is, um, will normally depict whether or not that what you can and can't build, if you can build on it. And obviously we have certain categories of land which is called green belt, which you can't build on, because we don't want to build on every square inch of land that exists, otherwise we wouldn't have any open space. So I mean, if in but I suppose in Africa it's a different problem. You've got all the land, and possibly, I don't know, do you have to apply to some kind of government entity to pop up a house
Nope,
of some
you don't
kind?
really need to. You don't really need to apply because life here in Africa is quite different. We do everything by ourselves. So we build your
Right.
own house. You dig your own water supply, and basically everything from sewage services. You do everything by yourself. So
So
I know
if
it's
that's the
quite different
case,
from. Yeah,
why is there
yeah.
such a massive homeless
That's the
crisis then?
problem now.
Because
There's a very high rate of poverty here. Like
right, so it's just
anyone
having the
can't just, yes, anyone can't just come and build. You get, because you need to have the money. And
but
in
yeah, to have
Nigeria
the
we are
money
about
to, yeah,
200
okay,
million people,
I
and
see.
right now about 100 million are in poverty. And
Yes.
it's the last this present government actually made things very very difficult for Nigerians. So we have total population of about 200 million, and then the land size is about 930,000 square meters, square kilometers or something. So, but then not everyone can finance their housing
Of course,
because
no.
the bulk of the population are in poverty because we don't have jobs. It's actually very crazy because in Africa we have everything. We have the land, we have all the raw materials that you guys in the UK need. So why can't we just produce our own stuff here, create jobs, and then sell to the outside world, just like you have China and all other Asian countries? Well, it's
Well, I
just
guess that's because
everything comes down to bad leadership and corruption. Yeah. What were you saying?
yes, yeah. Well, yeah, I was going to say it's obviously not. It's not led by the government, is it? And schemes like that, you need, I suppose, you need government input because if you're going to trade with the rest of the world, there are things that have to be in place to be able to do that. Hi, Russell. Um, so I mean, yeah, I mean it's crazy, really. It is crazy. So the government you have now, how long have they been in power?
That's these are about 7 years now. It's
7 years.
actually
And
four terms. Yeah.
do you have any regulation over how long a person can be in power for any
Yeah,
period
it's
of time?
exactly like what you have in the UK. It's 4 years.
Right. So how is it
Yeah.
7 years that
So
you've had the same one though? So is that just because they're not leaving because they're an arse?
no. It's actually
Oh,
a term is 4 years, and every political office holder can contest 2 terms. After the second term, he has to leave. So the incumbent government now they are actually in their second term. That's another 4 years, which will expire next year, and then we'll have the elections for a new government that will come and stay another 4 years. So it's pretty much like what you guys have in the UK: 4 years and 2 terms.
I see. So
Yeah,
you're you're it will be somebody different this time then, either way. Is that correct?
exactly, exactly. But the thing is, our politicians are actually very much alike in their thoughts and in their actions.
Do you
So
have different parties, different political parties like we do?
that's the problem. I think right now it's kind of a rebate because normally we had two major parties. It's actually a multi-party system that we practice here. So we had as much as 50 political parties. I don't know. I think
Gee.
you guys in the UK have the Labour Party. You have I can't remember. I think two parties, right?
Well, we have red and blue, and then you have yellow and green as well. Which, but they don't have.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's
It's
mainly red and blue.
yeah. I know
It's
it's
very
mainly red and blue.
difficult
So
to.
it's quite the thing in Nigeria, our political system is actually not based on any ideology. Unlike in the US, they have the right wing and the left wing, the Democrats and the Republicans. Well, here we have I don't know. Can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Okay, so we have
Alberto.
a
I got.
multi-party
Sorry, can I just
system.
let me just ask Alberto? I've lost my co-host, and I can't do anything. Are you there, Alberto? Alberto. Oh,
I think he's busy.
yeah, I know. He's just.
I think
Here,
he's busy.
here,
Okay,
here
yeah.
I am.
Thank you, Doba.
I was sitting, sorry. I
No, I'm
just,
just saying I've lost my co-host is
okay,
vanished.
no, I was
And
tweeting
I
about the
can't do
problem
anything.
and I tweet in your group and I build. Okay, actually, Samantha, I can read messages from other account in another concept. Uh, yeah, fuck.
What?
I can read DMs of another accounts in my. It's crazy.
Oh my word! Russell's here, Alberto.
Yeah. Oh yes, he's asking for the microphone.
I
My.
know. I just accepted him.
Hi, welcome. Good morning.
Hi, Russell.
Yeah, I'm hacking the hell out of Twitter also, Russell. Yeah, fuck.
How are you guys doing?
I'm
Good, thanks. How are
okay.
you?
Well, Alberto, I got to call you out on something.
Okay, can you give me a phone call
No, I've been trying to
in?
contact you, but apparently
Okay.
the only way to contact you is over this. And we had something very big planned that was very important to the prophecy of the indigenous, and you fucking Welshed on me again.
Okay, I will phone you right now. Okay.
No. I think everybody else needs to know this too. Because this
Okay.
is the second or third
Sure.
time you fucking done this to me. I bought a $1,200
Oh,
ticket for you to come to the Virgin Islands.
okay. Okay, Russell. Okay, I was expecting you to come here as well, but that's fine. That's
I was going to, but you didn't answer my text messages.
okay. Okay, my fault. My fault. Yeah, go ahead, Russell, and let's tell everybody what's going on. That is important.
Well, I don't know what's going on, but I'm hurt. I'm fighting for indigenous stuff. I thought I had you guys behind me. I've been doxxed by you guys. You have hacked me and done some of the worst things to me that
Well,
destroyed some
excuse
of my
me.
life.
Hang on a minute, Russell. I'm sorry. I don't. I'm not buying into that. Alberto has not hacked you. He's
I
not
no
doxed
no.
you.
I hacked him the day I met him, but
Oh,
Yeah,
that
so
was
shut
it.
the fuck up. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that you don't understand that, but it did happen. So why do you step in saying it didn't happen?
well, I'm talking about since I've known you on here. I don't
Yeah,
know any, anything about your history, but I just know that that's not what
No, actually,
Alberto
you
does.
remember
no,
Samantha.
Alberto
I told that.
Alberto will tell you it's exactly what
Yeah,
happened.
I told that story, Samantha. You don't remember probably.
Okay, sorry. I
Yeah,
thought we were
but
talking
that's
about
a fact.
recently. I thought
No,
we were
no,
talking
no,
about recently.
no.
Sorry.
Actually, I
And
cannot
I
claim
sorry, I
hack.
can't help but defend my
It's
friend. I'm
no,
sorry.
thank you. But Russell is right. Yeah.
I thought I was your friend too. You know,
Well, you are, but I've obviously known Alberto for a long time. But
what is the step in? What is the step in that you're trying to do right now?
I thought you were accusing him of doxing you and hacking
He
you
did
at this
No,
dox me and
current
he
when
did
it comes
hack
to
current
me.
doxing,
moment in
then
He
time.
did
I'm not.
dox me. He did hack me.
Okay, I
Okay,
apologise. I
but
should
when it comes to
refrain from
doxing, Russell,
speaking.
I did not dox you. I did not publish anything about you
Yeah,
anywhere.
you did. Yeah, yes, you
Oh,
did. Yeah, yes, you did,
okay, no,
Alberto.
no, Russell,
With Kat,
Russell, I can admit anything except that I have not doxed anybody anytime. That's something that I can guarantee you. But if you say I did, okay, just tell me. I'm willing to listen. It's something that I never did, but okay, just tell me.
so who is Kat? Who was Kat?
Who, o- okay, who is Kat? You know as much as I know. She's somebody from
No, I
apparently
know
lives in.
more than you. I know you're faking
Okay,
it.
then
You're faking it.
I don't doubt that you know more because you know more about me than I thought. I have no doubt that you have done your research and you know more about her. Um, I don't actually care much about the privacy of certain people as long as I don't care as long as we get along. So yeah, what you know about Kat is probably more than what I know about her. She disappeared from my life. I haven't been in touch with her since last year. I think that she sent me a message and I didn't reply. That was the last
You
contact.
created her.
Oh, come, oh, Russell, that's not true. I'm not like that, Russell. No, no.
Then prove me wrong, because I don't know
Okay,
what to trust.
okay, okay. How do I prove you that I didn't create a profile of a person that vanished from the internet? I will do it without any problem.
I
Okay,
never had
okay,
any.
I can do something. I can do something. Russell, let me tell you something. I can
I
do something.
never had any contact with her over the internet.
Okay, okay, I can prove you wrong. I can send you a copy of hours and hours and hours of chat with her in text from Instagram, from Twitter. Let me check my story.
That doesn't prove anything
Okay,
wrong.
so basically, I spent like days talking to her just to prove you that.
Alberto, you're getting very nervous about
No,
things.
okay, okay. Let me relax and let's talk like okay, relax away because when somebody accuses me of
Alberto,
doxing, it's something that I
you're
don't. I mean,
proving me right.
you're okay. This is an attitude. The attitude I'm taking is an attitude of somebody guilty who is trying to get upset in order
Yeah,
to prove
so
that he's not.
apologize because I've done nothing wrong and I've done nothing but try to help.
Okay, but when it comes to doxing and
Why did
doing
you do
doxing,
this to me? Why did you do this to me?
okay, let's go back to the beginning.
No. I'm asking a quick question.
Why did
Why
I do
did
that
you
to you? I
why
just
did you
appeared in your life one day and then I disappeared and you kept on contact with me.
is that really the way you're going to define this? Or are we
Yes.
gonna be on? Or are we gonna be honest? Because if
Okay.
you're not gonna be honest with
You
me
okay.
now, I will
You tell.
take.
I mean,
I
Russell,
will.
Russell.
No, no, no,
You
no,
can
no,
say
no. Alberto,
everything.
Alberto, Alberto. You listen to me
Okay.
right now. If you do not be honest about this right now in this forum, I will take you down.
Okay. Take me down. I dare you
You've
to.
already tried to
Take me
take
down.
me.
Destroy me.
You've
Destroy
already
me, man.
tried to
Destroy
take
me.
me down. You've already tried to take me down.
Destroy me. I never
I have
destroy
nothing to
anybody.
hide. I have nothing to hide. Done nothing wrong. I'm asking why you didn't continue to help. You promised me things again.
Okay, Russell, just destroy me. Just destroy me. Go ahead and
Well,
destroy
no,
me.
no, no, no. I'm not
Do it. I mean,
destroying
I
you.
have
I'm
nothing to
holding you
lose. I have
accountable
lost
and asking
everything,
you
man. I have
questions
nothing to
so I
lose.
cannot get in touch with you otherwise. I'm holding you accountable and asking you questions in front of everybody else because of the fact that you made me promises that were going to help an indigenous people and I had to cancel because you didn't live up to the promises again.
I was expecting you here for 22nd.
I Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I bought you a $1,200 ticket to fucking Virgin Islands and you didn't show up. I was supposed to come down there to meet with you first before I went to the indigenous meeting. You promised me you'd be there. You ignored my messages for the last few days going into it. Alberto, you've
Yeah.
already hacked me. You've already hacked me. You've already done everything and gone in and out. You know that there's nothing I got to hide, that I'm not a bad man. But now I'm holding you accountable, my friend. Why the fuck? Because it's money that I was trying to help indigenous people do certain things I spent on you to help. And you promised me you'd help. You didn't. You ditched me.
Sorry, what money? Are you talking about the flight ticket? Because I remember this, and I think that was
No,
that Alberto had some personal issues.
no, no, it's not that.
Samantha knows about the trip to Virgin Islands. So yes, she knows.
No, she doesn't know. She
Yeah,
Yeah,
doesn't
I
because
know.
do.
I
I
told
do
her.
Okay,
know.
so Samantha, what do you know about the trip to Virgin Islands?
Well, I knew about the ticket. I knew that. I knew.
What happened with the what ticket?
Well, as far as was aware, it was he cancelled it because I know he was in a bad
He didn't
place.
cancel it. If he canceled it, I would have been able to refund the money.
Oh,
I bought a
I don't
twelve
know
hundred dollar
then.
ticket. He just didn't come.
Okay, well, I can't
I
speak for
know,
that. So
I know you can't.
I just
And
know that he was in a bad.
no,
It
he
was a
was not
difficult.
in a bad position, and he already agreed to something, and he just did not come. I set up everything to make it happen. And if there was any bad position that happened intermediary between that, I would have fixed it.
Well,
Alberto,
I can't speak for that, and I'm not trying
so
to.
I understand, and you can't. And I apologize for being stern, but you're right. You can't speak to it. Alberto, what the fuck are you doing to me? I've trusted you.
I doing
You've
nothing.
hacked,
That's a pro.
you've doxed me, you've found nothing wrong. You've promised me to be at places. I promised you to be at places. I literally missed out on a meeting of a prophecy for indigenous people because of you. You got it. If you're the ethical hacker, then you got to live by some ethics. What the fuck are you doing, Alberto Daniel Hill?
I'm listening, Russell. Keep going.
I'm asking you, what the fuck are you
I'm not.
doing?
I mean, I never doxed you to begin with.
Well, you want to bet?
Yes, I wanna bet. I wanna bet that I didn't dox you.
Well,
Okay,
how
I
about
wanna
you
bet.
prove that
You
then?
didn't dox me?
I
What
didn't dox you.
then? What did you do? What did you do?
Okay, okay. Where did I dox you? Tell me. I have never published any private information about anybody.
No,
Anybody.
but doxing is not necessarily publishing; it's also acquiring. I have no idea whether or not you doxed me, but I do know that I trusted you, and I was
Okay,
doing the right thing, and I was doing the good thing. You fucked up. You fucked up. You and your
okay,
team.
okay. Now you have no idea whether I dox you or not. Okay,
Okay, so well, that's nice. So what
okay.
are you
No,
gonna go after
I
this?
have to one day. And I
Are
have
you
no
gonna do
info.
the right? Are you gonna do the right thing, Alberto? Are you gonna help, or are
At
you
this
gonna keep on
at this
playing this
point,
fucking
I will
game?
do nothing, Russell. I tell you to destroy me. I mean, destroy me. I have
I'm
nothing
not
to do.
here to
Man.
destroy anybody. Here to hold
No,
people
destroy me. You
accountable.
will do me a
You
favor
tried
if
to
you destroy
destroy
me.
me,
Do me a
Alberto.
favor and destroy me.
You tried to destroy me.
I think I I'm sorry. I have to step in here because I really don't like this, and I don't know you very well, Russell.
No, Samantha, go ahead and destroy me. I'm not going to argue anymore. Be my guest.
Well,
I
exactly, but
don't worry.
actually,
I
I
mean,
think that's
you do
that's
a
exactly
favor.
what Russell might do because I think your mental state and ability to cope with what he's saying is actually problematic. And as my good friend, I think it's a worry what he's
You
saying.
don't think
I
there's a worry about what I'm having to say is being the truth?
well, I don't think the best of from what I understand of the situation
Ma'am,
that
I don't have
Alberto
any
has
other
done anything
I
other
have been
than
trying to
not
get I have been
show
trying to
up
get
for
ma'am,
something
I've
because
been
of his
trying
own
to get
can I just finish, please?
Sorry. Let me say something, guys. Let me say something. Russell, can you all hear me though?
Yes.
Okay, I don't really know what's really going on, but from what
guys,
Russell,
I'm leaving. Thank y'all.
wait,
I fight for a lot of good things. I'm in the
Yeah,
jungles of
but
the
so does
rainforest doing
Alberto, and maybe there is just,
no,
maybe there
no,
is
no.
an expectation that
Yeah,
somebody can't actually fulfill from.
Russell, hold
yeah.
on, you don't need to
Or maybe there's not. Or maybe there's not.
wait,
Okay?
Russell.
But there's only
Wow.
one person that I see in the jungles of the rainforest fighting, and it's me.
Well, I can't say for that. Oh, well,
Samantha, can you hear me though?
yes,
Yeah,
I can hear you.
he basically explained what happened, and from what he's saying, you can see that he's pained, he's not happy, he's hurt, right? And now Alberto, I don't know. I think you should just like meet him halfway, meet him in his DM, and talk to him. You'll give him your reason as to why, because this is like he feels like you stood him up. You understand? In something both of you planned to do for people. So you should just meet him in your DM, in his DM, and talk to him because he's really pained, and it's kind of like touching when someone feels this hurt.
I totally understand what you're saying, April, but I'm not sure that it's as clear cut as that from what I know about the situation. And actually, I'm more concerned about how this will affect Alberto going forward because unless there's something you're not telling me, Alberto.
No, the fact is that okay, Caleb, Russell. I
Yes,
mean,
I was going to say
it's a
Khalid.
series of things
He
that.
knows about Khalid, right? He
Yeah.
knows
So
what happened.
basically, I didn't talk to anybody. I hugged the hell out of him the day I met him. I didn't did anything. I didn't alter, stole, grab, copy any information from him. Uh, then he just kept on contacting me for different issues. You know what happened with you at the end of last year? That was
Yes.
really. I hate that. I hate what did to me. Really was something that really was like stabbed from behind from Q. And well, then he showed
Yeah,
up
but
again.
that's you can't
And
put that at her door because I think
yeah, yeah, I understand. Okay, the fact is that then he appeared again. We started doing something with Caleb. You know what happened with Caleb? They
does
promised me
Russell know
certain.
what happened with Caleb?
I don't know. I have no idea.
So maybe that's where the disjointed communication has come
No,
because
actually, I was expecting Russell to call me to because Kay was here when he showed up, and I asked him, Russell, where are you? You're supposed to be in Uruguay, and he was in Costa Rica. And I
Oh
was
yes, I
expecting.
remember. You did tell me that. I remember you telling me
Yeah,
that.
so basically, honestly, I was waiting for him to visit Uruguay, and okay, I thought okay he couldn't make it. I'm not going to tell him anything because okay he might have other issues and he couldn't come. I won't bother him, but that is it. I he's telling me that I'm hacking him, that I dox him. That's not me. Sorry, Russell. If you want to destroy me, to stream me, will destroy me. Do your best, but go ahead. I mean, I don't care. If somebody comes here and accuses me of that, prove it. I mean, uh,
Well,
uh,
that's easier said than done. Well, he's back now, so he must have thought twice.
yeah. I
Well, I
mean,
mean,
that's it.
actually, if I really wanted to, here's the thing:
Do
is that
you do him a favor if you destroy me, Russell? Really?
yeah,
So
yeah.
go ahead.
Here's the deal, guy. I actually do have proof that it happened, but I think your intention.
Okay,
I think
okay.
your.
Publish that. Publish that.
Let me speak. Your intention
Okay.
was right, okay, and that's the one thing that keeps me from doing other things is because I believe in your intention. But you did do those things. I have the proof.
Right, on a time scale, what are we? When are we talking about here? Because Alberto just stated that yes, he had. I mean, I don't know the back. I struggle to remember the backstory, but I'm only talking about
Well,
what's
so
happened
actually, you know,
in the last year.
I've heard Alberto tell the story over and over again. I'll tell you. I'll tell the story if you guys want me to.
Well,
Can
no,
people
I'm
that
just
are not
saying,
speaking shut their mics off,
is this relative
please?
to the last 6 months or last 12 months?
I mean, what does that mean? Did it happen in the last 6 months, 12 months? No.
Yes.
Is it relative? Yes, because it's cut off a lot of my abilities to be able to help people the way that I've been
I
trying to
don't think
help.
he's done that at all. I totally don't. I don't think that that's fair at all.
What's
Because
not
you know
fair?
that there are
How
many
are
threat
you going to
actors out
determine what's
there.
fair without knowing what? Well,
Well, in order to be fair, you need to be able to provide evidence, I suppose, of what he's done to you.
well, I can provide evidence, but I'm not going to because I'm not trying to get him in trouble. Because I
So
do
what are
believe
you
that he's a.
trying to do? Right, but what concerns me is the fact that I know that you were involved with Alberto and Khalib,
Well, no. So
whatever
how do
his
you
name
know?
was,
How do you
and
know?
he,
So
because Alberto
so
told
right
me.
now, let me ask you a question. Because it seems that you're a lot more judgmental to me than you are to
Yeah, because
Alberto.
Alberto is my friend,
Yeah.
and I've known him for much longer. I know
Okay.
him
Okay.
much
So
better
so I'm
than you.
fighting against a friendship.
No, but
What do you? I'm not trying to destroy something. I'm trying to. What do you need? What do you need from?
I'm just saying. Well, you can't come into a space and attack somebody in that way
Yes.
and not
Yeah. Well.
expect somebody
Yes.
else that
Yes,
is their
ma'am.
friend to
Yes,
stand
ma'am.
up for them.
Yes, ma'am. I can. Yes, ma'am. I can.
You can expect that. Well, you can't because I'm here and I'm defending my friend.
Okay.
That's
Cool.
all.
Okay.
And I'm not being rude or
So
disregarding to
what do
you.
you
I'm
what do you
asking you questions, but I know that Alberto is not
what do
very.
you need me to say then? Because you're not defending your friend very well right now. What do you need then?
What do you mean I'm not defending him very well?
I don't mind. I'm sorry I said that. What do you
I
need?
mean, this is not about me, is it? I'm just saying. We were talking about Cleve, and there was a problem there, and it would, if that is anything to do with the situation, I don't know. I don't talk to Alberto on one to one like we used to because I don't have the
Well,
facility to currently.
and that's something you and I share. Is we both don't talk to Alberto one to one, and I just got fucked over by some stuff with Alberto, and I've been trying to track him down, and talk to him about it,
Well,
and
he doesn't seem to. He's been apparently waiting for your call. So could there just be some kind of miscommunication there?
well, why don't you ask Alberto? Why are you
Well,
attacking me?
he just said that. That's exactly what he just said.
It's not a miscommunication.
And what about
Alberto,
what about
Alberto,
Khalid then? What is the deal with Khalid? Because obviously he's the one that's pulled the fucking fast one.
who?
Caleb, whatever his name is, Khalid, the guy that you were working with Alberto.
I was never working with anybody, by the way. And Caleb,
Okay, well, okay, maybe that's the wrong
Caleb, by the
term.
way, Caleb was not someone that was brought to Alberto. This is getting a lot hairier unless we have a good conversation off the fucking record, man. Because right now I'm getting attacked by your people.
I'm not attacking you, Russell, and it's.
Then
I'm
what are
not
you?
his
Then what are you?
people.
Then what are you doing? Then what are you doing?
Why am I attacking you? What have I said that's attacking?
No, then what are you doing?
I'm asking you questions because you're
Okay.
attacking my friend, who I
How
don't
did
believe.
so? How did I attack your friend?
You're saying that he's doxed you, that he's hacked you.
So the
Everything
same
that you're
thing. So
communicating in a public
the same
space
thing that you're telling
is
me.
making him out to be a very bad person. And I don't believe that he is a very bad person.
Well, no. I am attacking him, questioning him for things that we've experienced because I cannot track him down. You are assuming he's a bad person based upon the things that I've said.
No, I'm not assuming he's a bad person.
Okay, so then what is the problem? Why am I doing something wrong and no one else is?
Not at all. But you haven't been very specific. You've just said that
I've been very specific.
The indigenous people, and it's
I
Alberto's fault.
have been very specific. I literally said we talked to each other. You did not show. You right now are getting emotional about protecting your friend.
No, I'm not emotional. I'm just fucking
You're
tired.
You're not putting
I'm
logic.
tired of this bullshit
right now.
of people just being aggressive.
There is no bullshit with me. What have I done that is bullshit?
I don't know. I have no idea. I wasn't talking about you specifically. I said I'm tired of bullshit on Twitter Spaces and people.
Okay, awesome. Why are you questioning and attacking me?
I'm not attacking you, but I don't believe that Alberto has deliberately gone out of his way to hack you or spy on you or dox you or all of
so right now you're assuming
sabotage
right now you're assuming
Jesus Christ, nobody can get a word in with you. They just talk over them. I'm explaining to you why I'm feeling angst right now because because you're saying that I'm attacking you. I don't believe I'm attacking you at all. You've just come in and said that Alberto has stopped you from proceeding with helping Indigenous people because he didn't show up.
I didn't say that. I questioned Alberto and you asked questions. No. You're misrepresenting.
Okay. All right. Well, look, I'm going to bow out then. Okay. I'm sorry. I don't want to poke my nose in, but when my friend is somebody who I have.
Why don't you think he's my friend? Why don't you think he's my friend?
This is not about you, Russell. I'm talking about how I feel and why I've poked my nose in. I know Alberto much better than I know you. Alberto has been very good to me.
Why are you attacking me?
I'm not attacking you.
Then what are you doing?
I'm trying to have a conversation with you about what's going on because you've made some very broad accusations.
It doesn't feel like a conversation at all.
Well, like I said, I'm going to shut up. Whether Alberto speaks to you or not, I don't know. I just don't like somebody accusing my friend who's done nothing but help me of doing something that is damaging to people that need help because I don't believe that is his way. That's all I'm going to say.
Cool. And all I'm going to say too is that no one likes that. But if your friend is doing that, then why are you stepping in?
Well, if my friend is doing that, then obviously I would have to review that. But I don't believe that he is.
Yeah,
If you
so
can provide
maybe
me
it would be
with
better if
evidence
you
to show that
maybe
he
it,
has somehow
maybe it would be
fucked
better
up
if
some
you
major contract, I don't think
maybe it
he has.
maybe it would be better if you just listened and reviewed it first.
That's fine. I'm quite
Okay?
happy to do that. But
Cool.
you haven't
So
given me
if you
anything
don't
to go
mind,
on yet.
ma'am, what have I done wrong?
I'm
What have I
like
I'm
you're talking
I'm
to
asking straight.
Alberto
I'm
now, right?
asking
Because
straightforward.
I'm pulling out
What have I
now.
done wrong?
I have no idea what you've done wrong. I'm not.
So
You.
ma'am, respectfully, what have I done wrong to deserve even this talk right now?
Okay. Can anybody else concur that I'm attacking Russell? If I am, I apologise because that's not my
I don't think you
intention.
are attacking
Pardon?
Russell.
I never said you were attacking me. I said
Oh my God, are you
I
pissed?
don't think you're attacking Russell, but I kind of get.
No, but he just said that he never said that I was attacking him, and he's said 3 times now
Right.
that
I
I'm attacking him.
Right.
I apologize. I just
You
misworded it.
take
Okay, you know what?
conversation to a whole different level. I feel like this conversation is between Russell and Alberto. And Sam, I admire what you're doing. You're trying to defend your friend, but Alberto is supposed to like talk to Russell and settle this matter.
Yes, I agree, but I know that Alberto is just going to
I'm
hide
listening. I'm
in
listening carefully. I'm
now.
listening
But if you're
carefully.
there and you're, like I just said, I'm happy to not speak and let them speak.
Yeah, Alberto,
So I'm going on mute. I'm not coming back.
you get Alberto. You're supposed to talk to Russell and settle the matter. Or if you since Russell chose to call you out on the space because you told him first you're gonna send him a DM, but he said no, that he wants everyone to hear. So now, as much as everyone's hearing, people are coming and going. I feel Alberto, you're supposed to try and settle the matter. Talk to Russell. Tell him why you stood him up, why you didn't attend what he paid
Yeah,
plane
I mean, the
ticket.
options. Okay, he
Yeah, that's
mentioned
what you're supposed
something.
to do because you're
Okay,
kind of put.
okay. But I'm that person that he said I am. He gave me two options, and one of them was destroying me. I choose. I can choose destroy me, Russell. That's my option. That's what I choose. It's my life, and I can select. Thank you. My option is you destroy me. Go ahead, man. That's what I decided.
Alberto, I don't think Russell's asking you that. I think Russell is asking you. I think all he would like to know is why you didn't show up for the plane
Yeah,
ticket.
you know, but I do want to say something real quick.
I feel he just wants
I
you to.
you're absolutely right. That's what I was saying. But Alberto, it really hurts to hear you say that. I bought you tickets to the Virgin Islands. I had things planned for me to come see you in Uruguay, and I got ditched on. You and your team doxed me, did stuff that you've even admitted you were wrong.
Who is his team?
Ask Alberto. Quit fucking judging me, please.
I'm not. I
Sorry,
didn't. I'm
sorry,
not
sorry.
judging. I just
Sorry,
asked who is the
sorry,
team.
sorry. Who is who? Sorry, I didn't listen. Who? What happened? Oh, fuck. Okay,
Russell said, "Who is your team?
welcome to
Who
the
is the?"
crazy. I basically when I met Russell in May 2019, I was working with two guys, Nicholas and Kate. That was the girl he was asking about. Uh,
Right.
I haven't. I mean, I haven't done anything or know anything anything about them for a long time, and he's saying constantly that I dox him, that I'm hacking him. That's complete. I think he's drunk actually at this time.
I
He
think
told you
he
that
is
you were
drunk.
attacking
Yes.
him like 20 times, and then he said
And then
that
said
he
he
didn't
was, but
attack
he
you.
didn't say
Uh,
that. He kept
yeah, I mean, I
contradicting
think right
Oh,
himself.
now
Yes.
he's altered and he connected and he says things that he's not thinking, he's not being rational. Uh, I don't know.
And what's your take? What have you got to do with all this, April?
Sorry.
No, I'm asking April because she's obviously
Oh,
been
she's just showing the soap opera for free. This is not a ticket to the space.
Uh, uh, just I do. I don't
I'm
really
just
know what
kidding,
to say.
April. It's
I
okay.
feel
No, April,
Okay.
April,
Okay.
April, show up. Go
Alberto,
ahead, April. Go ahead,
Alberto should
April.
just like talk to people. And if he's saying, can y'all hear me though?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just feel like Alberto to Russell, and if he feels like he deserves an explanation or an apology, fine. But Alberto doesn't want to talk. I feel he's trying to save his mental health. He doesn't want something that will come and start, bugging him and all, which is also reasonable. Nobody wants to carry people's problems on their head or something. So it's all boys and can really settle the talk, or you really want to get into all that drama, then you don't want to, it's still fine. Just, the idea of calling somebody out on the space, it's not making sense. You get, it's kind
Well,
of,
April, the thing is that in the past year, more or less, I have been disappointed by all the people that made me any promise. They all disappoint me, all let me down, and one after another. It's been a- all the things that I was wanting to do. People promised me things. Nothing was actually done, and I am in a point where I doubt about everybody. As sure enough, we talked days a couple of weeks ago about trust and how actually my hearing spaces. Trust is something that for me, fuck, so many things have happened that I don't want to get involved in things with people because. All these disappointments are actually affecting me a lot. I'm losing my confidence. I'm getting exhausted. So I just don't think it's good for me to get engaged in things that might eventually end up in one more another number in the long list of things that were promised to me
Then,
never happened. And that's it for my health.
Alberto,
Yeah.
yeah, I get what
Alberto,
you're saying.
what you need to say to people is at the minute, if you don't want to get involved in anything, thank you for the invite. But at this moment in time, I'm not ready for anything like that. If you're saying your mental health, and I fully appreciate why you cannot trust anybody from what you've been through, and I 100% get it. But you also need to be sincere and upfront with people. And if you did miss that ticket, then just apologize. It's
Yes, I do.
simple.
I do agree with that as a
And I think if
Alberto.
your
I think
mental health is not
facing those
great at the
things
minute,
that, yeah.
then you're doing the right thing. Don't get involved in it because obviously you need to have boundaries yourself, and if you're not feeling well 100% yourself at the minute, don't do it. Don't offer your services. Don't offer yourself up for anything. And I agree with you, and like I say, I know what people are capable of, so I'm with Alberto on the whole trust thing as well.
Yeah, yeah. Azure, you just said my mind though. Well, Alberto, you heard that, right? You just
I
have to
think
know.
I think Alberto just needs to, like you said, sometimes I think when you've got mental health problems, it's easier to not deal with things.
I think sometimes saying sorry and apologising for things as well is also
Well, he has
massive.
though, actually, to
Yeah.
be fair.
Oh, I
He
didn't hear
did.
that bit. Sorry.
But I
Here,
don't know.
that's where I was coming to, how him apologizing to Russell. You get, because Russell was just going on and on and on and talking, and I felt maybe at some point Alberto should have just said sorry, the way Azura just said it. But if he said he has already apologized, then I
No, I
feel that's
mean,
okay.
sorry, but the fact is that at some point I prefer to listen and not interrupt the person that is expressing. So I was carefully listening instead of trying to defend and try to argue or trying to do anything. Just listen, and yeah, that's
But you
what
did
I
also
prefer to
take
do.
the that you
I mean,
you went
going into
down
the
into the
person that
defense
probably
mode of
made.
just
Yeah.
Oh,
Can people shut their mics off if they're not talking, please? Because they're getting a bit of background noise. Thank you.
well, I'm leaving this up to you, Alberto. I'm not